At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage. Kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Here we go, son.
First carry for Najee Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. They run again with Harris. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now Fields. Forced out to his left. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long.
And that's caught inside the 35. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now it's Fields. Here's a diving catch right side. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Here's Fields. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Mahomes going to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquise Brown, 82 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. To throw is Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. He'll drop to throw. Going to look deep for Wilson. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running left to give to Pacheco. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a yard. Again, it's Pacheco. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Now it's Mahomes again. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now. 17-7. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. He missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. That's going to be caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 33 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
This one deep for Wilson. Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Slot man moves right. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, 43, 15. Hey, 57.
Mahomes to throw once more. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. They still can't get it. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Hey, never mind. Monday. Go.
Fields now to throw. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
No mas. Angel.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
Flush to his right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
That one out wide and intercepted.
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Trying to improvise. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused
trying to complete passes.
Hey, Ken. Say hi.
Here's Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Alex Highsmith there on the tackle. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
Now here's Mahomes. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 54 yards.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Fields. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. George Pickens, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Being chased out left. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one is caught by Hunt. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with it. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Mahomes now to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Hunt is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Again, it's Hunt pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kareem Hunt
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Mahomes will throw for it, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 49 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Fields.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does. If their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
Yellow, yellow.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. Yellow, yellow. Okay.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Just keeping the play alive. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Here's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. They'll look to throw. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Out of the gun, Fields.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete.
Down the left sideline.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point put through by Boswell as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
2 yards to go, second down.
Now Mahomes gives to Hunt, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of